A couple of years ago, I decided to finally watch Breakfast at Tiffany's. And this was one of those movies that I'd obviously heard about for a long time. I recognized some of the iconic outfits from it. And obviously the Audrey Hepburn of it all. But I didn't know the plot at all. I really was going in blind. And I absolutely love the movie. I think that it's such a gorgeous film. The acting is so good in it. I think that the themes are so complex in it. It's such a good movie. Besides the racist depiction with the neighbor, and the neighbor is supposed to be comic relief, and he's so unnecessary to the plot. That could totally just be cut out. But everything else about the movie I just really loved. And I'm watching it and I'm like, this is such a good movie. I'm having a great time. But then I also was like, I think I've seen this film before. Not seen, heard. And the song that popped into my head about, I don't know, a quarter of the way through was Cowboy Like Me by Taylor Swift from the album Evermore. And I was just like, this is literally Cowboy Like Me. And I even looked up, I was like, has Taylor Swift ever said that it was inspired by it? Because Evermore is obviously more of that storytelling album, and she's written songs about movies before, and I couldn't find anything to verify. It totally could be the case, but I don't know for sure. But if you don't know, Breakfast at Tiffany's is about a woman named Holly Golightly, and she's basically she's from a small town, but she's moved to New York and basically changed everything about herself, including her name. She is really looking for someone to take care of her financially, and so she dates these rich men. She wants to have the good life. The whole Tiffany's part of it is that she loves to just look into the window at Tiffany's and imagine being able to be covered in these diamonds and wanting the good life. And she meets this man who she calls Fred, and he is staying in the same apartment complex. But the reason he's staying there is he's basically being paid by this woman to be her companion, and it's a little bit of an older woman, and that's his way of being in the city. And he's I believe he's a songwriter, and so he's trying to make it big. But while he's doing that, the way that he's paying his way is by he charmed this lady into putting him up in an apartment. And obviously then when she wants to see him, whatever happens, and these two meet, and they just have this instant connection. But they also recognize they're kind of doing the same thing. They're both hustling for a good life through telling all the rich folks anything they want to hear. And that's what Cowboy Like Me is about. It's about these two people who they're kind of living this free life and kind of conning people into giving them money, giving them power, and they're saying, I could be the way forward, but only if you pay for it. But then when they decide to be together, all of a sudden they aren't relying on that financial stability, and instead are choosing to rely on love to be together. And obviously there's this whole journey in both of them of they've got these past of looking for financial security and that being their priority, into switching into, but maybe we could be together, maybe forever is the sweetest con with you. And so I say, watch Breakfast at Tiffany's and then listen to Cowboy Like Me and tell me it's not that song. It is. And I think that's so fun that you can watch a movie and be like, there's a perfect song for this. And I think Taylor Swift especially is very good with her storytelling of creating that. But this was just the most on the nose thing that I literally had to look it up. So yeah, I highly recommend watching Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I will always recommend listening to A Cowboy Like Me, because it's just like the best song ever. All right, just a little short video again, but I love making those connections and think it's so fun to think about and play with. So yeah, all right, thanks for listening. Bye.